So we've just come out of the ranked sprint number 11. So we're on the last day at the moment, and honestly, I'd say it was rather good. So at the moment, just in the background, we've got one of my replays, which I'm in the Thunderer. I mean, throughout this, I've mainly mained the Thunderer and the Conqueror. I've played a few others, such as the Benham and the Alaska and that, but to actually get ahead, I mean, playing in these has been the what's brought me the most results. So, I mean, overall, it's been a pretty good season. It's been more like random battles, really, more than anything. Mainly it's just for the fact there's no actual steel involved, because I think when there's steel involved, people are like, they really want that, because obviously you can get a lot nicer ships with steel. So 10,000 coal, it's basically just the fact of, yeah, just go in, maybe with a div may or not, and just start playing, and then, yeah, people are a lot less competitive because it's 10,000 coal. I mean, you can get that in a soup container, you know, or within a few days, really. So it's been more like that. So I mean, one night I think I was playing with one person that I had recently played the, I believe it was the Savage or Scavenger. That's quite a nice two-hit set like that. Yeah, it was the Scavenger missions, and met him in one game, and then teamed up, and it was just pretty relaxing, but still managed to win. I think it's like 4 in a row or something, so very good. So I mean, overall, yeah, it's just it's been a nice short, quick rank season, and overall, yeah, it's been rather fun. I mean, it's been rather short as well. Obviously, there haven't been as many ranks, and you've not had to go through these like five game ranks as well, which was in one of the prior seasons where it was for steel, but yeah, it's certainly a lot more competitive. But yeah, so I mean, this season I think I spent about 40 games or so, because I did lose quite a few in the beginning, but overall it was rather good. But one thing, as it is basically random battles, is you can't really count on your team as much. I mean, there's probably going to be a little more sort of intellect, I guess, I don't know, or more team play, because obviously there is still something that people are trying to get, and it's also the fact of, you know, you've got all these people which are tier 9, 10, they're going to play the game quite a bit more, but then again, I mean, tier 9, 10 games, sometimes you do have complete idiot teams, so. But even so, there is a fair amount of coordination, so I mean, something like this in the future would be quite good to have again, as it's just quite relaxed, but as well as that, maybe a few with steel as well, just as they've been doing, it's been pretty good. I mean, I think this is the 3rd ranked season that I've got rank 1 and 2, I believe. Others I've played a few games and that's mainly been it, but no, overall it's been quite good. So just following this Donskoy, I do start pushing up a bit slowly. Yeah, because my friendly car first is there. Yeah, one thing I'm not too sure whether it's just on my end or whether it's a bug in replays in general is when I start tracking shells, it starts going off very far. As you've probably noticed a few times here. I'm just firing on this Thunder at the moment. Hopefully finish him off, because 6-8, and no, we don't get any hits. But yeah, so overall it's been rather good, and just looking forward to the next one. So we've still got clan battles on at the moment as well. So that's sort of been quite good having that in between, and I've been waiting for people to get on and stuff. But no, overall been pretty good. So I did actually hit rank 1, and I was hoping more to have that gameplay in the background, but it ended up being pretty. We had a very easy victory. What happened was we found their CV, we kept him spotted, and then we targeted him, and that was pretty much it. So we won very easily. So I ended up with like 88k damage, because just both sides absolutely steamrolled, and it was quite awful for the enemy team. But I was quite happy because it was a guaranteed win, and there we go. That Hindenburg has just taken 2 citadels, and just notice that Hindenburg, because he gets very lucky. That's the first time he's gotten unlucky, but he still survived. But he does take some damage. So I do try and push up here, but Alcarfas does get taken out because he had quite a bit of fire on him from the Hindenburg, the Grus, Donskoy, and yeah, he just couldn't really keep up with that. So that is rather unfortunate. But I'm going to start pushing up anyway. So our side on the right side, so down the 8 to 10 line, we're pushing up there somewhat. So I think that Shimakaze is doing quite a good job, because he's starting to push them quite a bit. And then me and this Hindenburg are starting to now push this line here because the Grossa is pretty down, and same with Hindenburg as well. He's pretty low, so it's just a fact of knocking them out and then kind of see what happens when we start coming up towards them. So I do see a shimmer, so I do start shooting at them because it's a shimmer and it's always good to take them out. And then obviously he's gone over there behind islands, so start going back towards these battleships. I mean, the Grossa is he's burning slowly, so I'm gonna keep on focusing on him. But there is also the Hindenburg, and as you're about to see, this is what I mean by he gets lucky. Another shot off, and I'd say he's looking like quite a nice salvo. About to hit him. Yeah, he's left with about 2,000 HP. He is very lucky indeed. I mean, it's probably just one more salvo, but I think, you know what, no, I'll go for this the Grossa because he's low as well, and he's probably a bigger threat in general if he's able to heal back up, because with the amount of heal buffs in this game, it's his health's going to be going up fast, as you can already see there. So that was a very nice 14k citadel there, and yeah, that Hindenburg, he is running away, 5k HP in that. So obviously I've got the Donskoy near me, and fortunately I don't see him anymore, so I do put a shot out and then start moving over to what I can see, which is the Donskoy. Now, see, because I've got one of these mods, so it tells you. I mean, it's not always correct because obviously you can choose the different ranges of torpedoes, but it's a fairly good just to have that. So if there's any new ships or something, you're like, oh, well, I'm not too sure if that's got long range torpedoes or not. This is quite good. So obviously I can see 8 kilometers. So start slowing down, taking this out, and get a nice 12k citadel. Well, it wasn't even a citadel there. It was just 2 full penetration, 2 overpens. So very nice. And so he's left on 7k, he's probably really dropped torps now. So just keeping down my speed and just finish him off. Do those hit? Oh yeah, okay, leave him on 200 HP, so I can get that in. But the Hindenburg does manage to take it off me, but I mean, I've done 200k, so that's rather good. Now, it's just a fact of I've just seen as well, looking at the minimap, if you can see it. I'll just make it a bit bigger actually, so easier to see. And so you can see what we've done is we've got a good amount of map control. So the Shimkazi is there, so he's just outside the cap, so he's probably going to be going for, oh, there's the Donskoy's torps, going for the A site, and see there's still a massive force there. See the Conqueror, the Montana Alsace, and some cruisers there, so it's just a fact of keeping them away. So obviously we're starting to cap it. Hopefully those 2 ships can deal with that shimmer, mainly the Kronstadt. And pretty much my goal here now, because I think at this time I was about rank 6 or something, so I mean I was wanting these wins pretty badly, just so I could get a pretty nice rank advanced. So I'm not firing at the moment because obviously those 3, if they all shot at me at the same time, I'd lose quite a bit, because this ship doesn't have the super mega ship 3D print that the Conqueror has. So I'm just waiting a little bit of time for one of them to give me quite a nice side. I mean, looking back, that Montana did actually give me quite a nice side there, but I mean, I think I could probably wait a bit longer. So I do pop a shot off at the Conqueror, as he's got the super heal. So it goes from like 2k or something down, well, all the way up to 20k there, which is not good. But now as you can see, the Montana's now giving me a really nice side, so get my guns in place. I mean, he's seen what's going on, I've seen what's going on, so I do fire them off, try and get the second salvo out as well. Get him on the side, so 6.4k on him there, get the high caliber reward, which is rather nice, and then the second salvo doing just under 8k, so rather good. Trying to hold them off, which is going fairly well. Currently sitting on 216k as well, and there's that Hindenburg. That's one thing about this, if you do get heals and you get quite a few of them, as soon as you go and spot and you start waiting quite a bit, you're pretty much sorted really, because you can just heal up a massive portion of your ship without having to use any repair parties. Alsace is rather lucky. It did take out one of his guns, but that's it. So at this point it's just the fact of taking out this Alsace, and I think there's probably going to be the Zaltorbs there that have just been dropped. And it's now just getting to this side. I mean, looking back, I probably could have actually gotten to the side, taken out the Montana. Actually, and actually advanced on that pretty quick. Just wait if this house has to fire and get them on the broadside, and then hold off a little bit further, just down the 5 line or something like that. But even so, got exactly the same result as I was hoping for. So either way, it doesn't matter. So I do try and get another shot off on that Hindenburg, but don't manage to get a penetration. There's that Zhao. So yeah, he's the one that's dropped them. Just get a fire on firing on him. I mean, now I've got 2 people aiming at me, so it's not too bad, but I am starting to take a bit of the damage. I have noticed that Montana is there now, pushing into the cap, so that's not too good, but I mean, he has given me quite a nice side here, so I can dump some shots into him. Which is good, but I think they're a little bit short of what I'd want, but even so, still get them there, but only 1 penetration and 1 overpen, dealing by like 2 to 3k damage, which is okay. But I mean, we've got a shimmer in the cap anyway, so it'll be able to pretty easily deal with that. Now it's just a fact of holding these, and all 3 of them have started shooting me now, so it's not really the best. But regardless, just keep on shooting for this win. 2 fire set on me as well. It's not looking too good. I'm taking quite a bit of damage, but I'm keeping them pretty well. Oh wow, it's actually the Zhao took the Montana out, which is quite good. So the Shimmer's probably still got some torps waiting. So yeah, 4 people looking at me at this point. It's yeah, quite good because now we've got 2 people in the capping, no one near to contest it, and it's looking pretty clear cut. So I just start pushing up then whilst they're taking it, because they're distracted enough by me. Then we can get the cap point, start firing a bit of HE, just see if we can get some fire damage after I die. And unfortunately I don't get any fires, but I do get a nice score of 249k, and that is that. So can now start to zoom out a bit. These controls I've got actually how to get up. So at this point you can see we've got quite a good advantage now. They've all been held back just here on the map, so just getting over this Conqueror. And yeah, so that's rather good. Now they've sort of realised what's going on here. It's pretty clear cut win. We've got the point in probably about 2 seconds. Oh no, okay, we're close to it, but even so, they are doing a pretty good job of holding off. And that is the cap. So we now win in 1 minute 22. So I will just speed this up just a little bit, just so you can see what's going on. That Conqueror's taking a bit of fire. Doesn't look like he's got his super heal anymore. So now it's just this small fleet, which is not really faring too well, because obviously the Shimmer can now stop some of the ships getting spotted, and he can also drop torps, which it seems like he's doing, but they do narrowly miss. But regardless, that's it. We're now at 700 points. We're gaining 10 points every few seconds, and it's easy win. Now SAS is also getting pretty low as well. That Zhao's being taken now. They're just 1 by 1. I mean, that's one thing as well in ranked battles. It does show more people do focus fire when you ask them to, which is quite a nice side effect of having people working together, because then you can take people out altogether. And that was the game. So it was pretty good. I was rather happy with that. But it's just sort of mainly just showing how this ranked season went. So you see by the results, it's rather good. Got a nice 249,000, 600,000 credits. I mean, see, if this was a tier 9, this would be really good as well for people that are getting their first tier 9 ships too, because they can get in their tier 9, which they're still playing in, and get a really nice amount of experience. I mean, this was a 200% addition as well, because of this, I believe it's I'm guessing the VE Day celebration, so we've got additional XP per ship, and 3,500 free XP, which is really nice too. So top of the leaderboard with 2.5k XP as well, base XP, which is really nice. So with modifiers, as you saw, 16k, and that's all the damage I did. I mean, 66k is the Hindenburg. That is ridiculous. These buffs are really quite good. So that's after I've had to pay for things. So 457k credits. That's really nice. And overall, just a very good game. So I mean, that's basically been the ranked sprint. I hope you enjoyed. I mean, I'll probably keep an updated when any other events that are on. So, any new lines of ships or just anything, such as the European line event that was on recently. So, just things like that I'll cover alongside my ship reviews. So, if you found that useful, make sure to leave a like. If there's anything I could have done better or anything you'd like me to cover in the future, just drop a comment in the comments and have a good day.